long runs early in that second half. What did you notice in particular that kind of went wrong in those plays and that you overlooked?
I just feel like we just gotta execute the job better. We just didn't execute the way we were supposed to, so we just gotta fix it up in the meetings today, tomorrow going forward, and focus on Charlotte for sure.
Hey, Khmori, what's been kind of the rallying cry around the locker room after a loss like that? I mean, that's got to be tough for a lot of guys to kind of recover from that. So, like, what have you guys been telling each other?
Man, we just move forward. I mean, of course, we're not gonna like just move past it. We obviously got to correct things, but we got to move forward, and we got to make sure we win this week and take a foot forward for sure.
Khmori, you and Andrew Simpson led the team in tackles, obviously not unusual for linebackers, but I wonder in the scheme, is the D-line supposed to try to keep guys off of you and you guys make the tackles, or did you just have to make the tackles because they weren't able to get off kind of what they were supposed to do?
Like I mean, our scheme is our scheme. Everybody has to do their job, play how they play, and hopefully D-line makes some tackles, they make some tackles. If we make most of the tackles, we make most of the tackles. So we're just trying to do our job for sure.
Is the scheme to kind of try to funnel those tackles to you guys?
It's for players to make plays. It's not for the linebackers, it's not for the D-lines. It's for everybody to make plays, man, for sure.
Adam Smith, Inside Carolina, Khmori House. I wanted to ask you about the UNC team that you saw the other night against TCU compared to the team that you might have thought you were coming out of camp. Like, was there a drastic difference there in terms of the way you guys played as a team the other night compared to how you thought you would be coming out of camp?
I think I think when we were doing good, we were looking very good, and when we had our lows, we were low. So I feel like if we pick up, I mean, there's obviously things to work on, obviously, but if we pick up from the good things and correct the things we got to work on, we could be a really good team. You know what I'm saying? So we're just trying to just stack days. Like I said earlier, we got to just keep stacking our days. We're gonna get better for sure. That's no question. It's no brainer. We're gonna get better, and we just got to be better for sure.
Hey, Khmori, Michael Coe, WCHL, ChapelBoro.com. The short week from Monday to Saturday is a pretty unique challenge in college football, but do you feel like it's a good thing coming off of Monday's game where you can get back on the field pretty quickly and flush what happened?
I feel like that's a great thing. We're not going to look at it as a negative. We're going to look at it as, man, we getting back on that field. We get to flush everything out like you said, and we get to, go out there and do what we're supposed to do for sure.
Back right.
Hey, Khmori, Pat Walter from WRAL. Now with hindsight, do you think that just all the attention and hype had maybe a possible negative effect on you guys in the first game, and how do you think that can be learned from that going forward?
Nah, I don't think any of that really affects most of the guys around. We just try to keep what's in the building. Anything else, media and things like that, we guys let you guys handle all that, and we just make sure we're doing our job and trying to execute for us. You know what I'm saying?
Noah Weiskopf, Tar Heel 24/7. You played the most snaps out of anyone on defense. Going into a short week, is that something that affects you, and how do you have to alter your recovery process throughout the week?
I'm just making sure I stay on top of my body. I got just get my treatment. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready to go. I'm not injured, so I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go. Ready to play with 76 more, for sure.
Actually, Fayetteville Observer, what's the attitude been around you guys with reviewing film so far, and what were the biggest issues you noticed defensively come out one day?
The attitude around here has been just eager to get back on that field and correct everything, to be honest. That's been the attitude, and biggest thing on defense is fundamentals. We got to get our fundamentals, holding in our fundamentals, and do our job. So if we're able to just do your 111th and go out there and execute what we're told to execute, we'll be better for sure.
Hey, Khmori, Casey Maker, Inside Carolina. One of the things Mac Johnson said after the game was that he felt like you guys didn't really communicate that well as a team. What was your opinion on that, and do you feel like there's ways that you guys can go about changing that between now and Saturday?
I think communication can always be better, regardless if it was good. It can always be better. So yeah, he's right. We have to communicate better. That's as a whole. Defense for sure. Communicate better. Yeah. I think he was right.
Shelby Swanson with the News and Observer. You talked about just the fundamentals a second ago, and we asked Coach Belichick about that as well, and you said it's not an issue, fundamentals aren't there, it's just the consistency in executing them.
Right.
Where did you maybe see that on Monday, if you could give us an example or two of that from a player's perspective?
I don't have an exact play or thing where fundamentals weren't used. I'm just, like he said, we started off very good. As y'all see, we had a good drive opening up, started off great, 7-0, went up 7-0, got a quick stop, and then once they got, I would say like a penalty, I think it was a PI, something like that, it kind of like shut energy down a little bit. So maybe fundamentals would left there, but no exact play. But yeah.
Khmori, Coach told us a few minutes ago that often it was a lot of guys did their job, maybe one guy didn't, and that's how things kind of busted plays occurred and so forth. Was that mostly the problem? It was maybe 10 guys, 9 guys did what they were supposed to, but it was an issue with maybe 1 or 2, and does that make it an easier problem to fix than maybe it appears on the surface to people?
I'm not really counting who had great fundamentals on one play and who didn't on another play. I think all around we can be better, from the front, to the linebackers, to the corners, to the safeties. We all can be better, and at fundamentals and being more consistent for sure.
Does it seem to you like an easier situation to fix than maybe it appears on the surface to people who are not in this building?
It's gonna take work for sure, but it's not as, the scoreboard was a scoreboard, but it's gonna get fixed. So whether it's easier or it's hard, it will get fixed and it will be better for sure. Yeah.
Last one.
Just to, I guess, follow up on that, I want to ask about just like one play that you had that's, a highlight with Caleb Cost and the interception. I know that you were kind of involved there.
Yeah.
Could you tell me just about what you saw on that play? Maybe that's an example of where something went well for you guys.
Yeah. So Caleb was supposed to be blitzing, gave me the call, and I blitzed, and then quarterback bubbled it over, and it was a good interception by Caleb. But yeah, great play by Caleb, and yeah, that's really it for sure.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
Good answers, though. Even though time was short. You gotta make it count.
Sir. Gotcha.
Caleb, what was the mood coming out of Monday amongst the team, and then what were y'all's biggest points of emphasis moving forward towards Charlotte?
Just positivity. It's the beginning of the season. A lot of things can still happen. So just being positive and regrouping and restarting this week. So we got practice today and about to get after it this week, and just turn the page, refocus, and attack next week.
Knowing what Max has been through in his career, seeing him run out onto the field in the third quarter, what was that like for you from your perspective?
Max is always going to be ready. He's always that way. He stays ready. He's prepared. He's a mature guy, and he brings some experience. So, but him and Gio both, we can lean on both of them. So, I'm just got to do my job, and I'll be ready for whoever's out there. So.
Caleb, great session. On this size. Speaking of you, with everything you've been through with injuries and everything like that, what was that feeling like when you got an end zone in school?
It was surreal. Just seeing all the fans and everything, everybody there, and just that being the moment, first drive and everything, and it was surreal. It was a great moment, but at the same time, we got to sustain that, and just build off that. So, yeah.
You guys obviously had a ton of success with that first drive, but then you stalled the next 6-7 series. Did they make adjustments, any schematic adjustments, or were they just simply winning the line of scrimmage, and that's what made it tough for you guys?
I ain't gonna get into like X and O's and stuff like that, but we just gotta be better. We gotta execute better, and we just got to. It just comes down to that, just executing better.
Just on that, I guess, could you speak to how Belichick Belichick has been in terms of picking up the team again, obviously after a rough loss Sunday?
Just turn that next page. You put TCU to bed. That was last week. And control we can control. We can only control what we got this week, UNC Charlotte, and that's what we're focused on right now.
Caleb, Michael Coe, WCHL, chapelboro.com. Do you feel like the short turnaround from Monday's game to Saturday's game at Charlotte is a good thing in this case, just getting the TCU game out of mind and getting back on the field as quickly as possible?
In a way, yeah. Just turn the page quick, get back to it. But at the same time, regardless of what the time is, we got to get back to it regardless, and we got to do it fast. And so I think we're ready.
Yeah, Jeremiah Holloway with Inside Carolina. Caleb, you being a returning guy, I know obviously it's a new staff and everything, but how do you feel your continuity from a leadership standpoint kind of is an asset to the team? You've obviously played, a lot of college football as well. How do you kind of see that being an asset to this current team?
I think it's a pretty good aspect, just being like an older guy and having some experience, just bringing that to younger guys, new guys, whatever the case may be, and just being positive. Just trying to lift the mood, whatever the case may be. Whatever I got to do to lead those guys or to influence in the right direction, I'll do. So yeah.
Going back to some of the things, you've been through a lot of stuff here, been out as much as you've been in uniform. What went through your mind? What was the reaction for you to move when you were told you were going to start? And then you weren't out there, the crowd being the way it was, and you were out there. Was there sort of a payoff for you, a personal payoff, being out there, experiencing that, being the guy?
I wouldn't say a payout, but it was definitely, yeah, I mean, God, I feel like everything happens for a reason, and God put me in that situation. God's great. I'll just say that. That's all I can say. I can't really describe the moment. I wasn't even there. I kind of just blinked. It was just, all I can think is God.
When you were told you were going to start, when you learned that, was it just like a little moment for yourself there?
I really couldn't care less about starting. I just want to be on the field just with the guys and just play. You don't get a lot of opportunities to play this game, especially at this level. And, just whatever play I get, I just try to cherish it and make the most of it. So, yeah.
Adam Smith, Inside Carolina. Caleb, with so many new pieces just everywhere, in terms of developing maybe a chemistry or a rhythm with the offensive line, what is the challenge there? There's so many transfers you guys have got. Some guys are banged up on the O-line. What do you see as the challenges there with that group and how you need to see them improve going forward?
I think we all got to improve. Honestly, just me, start with me and everybody else. We just want to improve from week to week and from game to game, and that's just the biggest thing. You never want to just look back and we did this wrong, did this wrong. You just want to fix what everybody made. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody's gonna make mistakes, and we just got to correct those and control what we can control, and that's doing your own job. So I just got to correct what I can correct, fix what I can fix, and same with them. They know that. I know that. So that's all I got to do.
Last one for Jeremiah. Yeah, I know you won't be on the field with him at the same time. You have Connor over there at Charlotte and things like that. You've played with him for a while. And just how much do you look forward to seeing him over there? On the other side of the field.
Yeah, for sure. Connor's a great guy. I played golf with him a lot in all season last year. We got a great connection. But this week we're on the opposite side. So yeah.
Who's better?
At golf? Oh, I'm not gonna say I'm not good at golf. So yeah, I'm saying.
Good stuff. Appreciate it. Thanks so much for coming on, everybody.